Shalom, shalom. Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim Kakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops, the great millstone, even the elder that came before them. That taught us its truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity. The Ophalec Tabernacle of David. The elder Yahshua. Shalom and salutations to you all. Shalom, shalom. Okay, so the name of this lesson will be Astro-turfing Armageddon, and I heard this term in a video and I forgot which video it was, and then I struggled to even remember this phrase, Astro-turfing Armageddon, and I struggled to hold on to it, and then I was like, oh, and it came to me, and then as I came to the computer, I typed in what is meant by, and then it was completely taken away from me again, and I tried every recall process that I had, couldn't get it. Then I had to give up and say, okay, well, I'll just move on. And sure enough, it came back. Call all Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai Astro-turfing Armageddon. So I forgot. I couldn't find which video it was in, but let's go on a little search. Let's go here first, real quick. Let's go to 5. Sirach 5 and 15. Give us permission to do real quick. Sirach 5 and 15. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. Okay, so what is Astro-turfing Armageddon? I looked it up. What is meant? Astro-turfing is the deceptive practice of hiding the sponsors of an orchestrated message to make it look like an organic grassroots movement. So whatever we're watching as far as this war, right? This let's make arrangement for a great headline on Monday so everybody wins in the stock market. That's what we're being given as World War III right now. And the reason why we have to deal with Astro-turfing Armageddon, because we're measuring the time diligently in and of itself. Let's get that right here. Second Ezra 9 and 1 in the G&T answered, consider all these things very carefully. When you see some of the signs I have told you about have appeared, you will know that the time. Okay, so everything is about time. When you see the signs of what? Signs of the times. Okay, so now let's go and read it where it makes it about time. Same scripture, different words. He answered me then. Second Ezra 9 and 1 in the King James. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently. And we all know that that's what we're doing. Okay, so what does that mean? And what are the signs? The signs are the prophecies. Okay, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the prophecies, which I have told thee before, thou shalt understand that it is the very same time. So how do you tell time? With the prophecies coming to pass. Okay? What prophecy? The prophecy of earthquakes in diverse places, uproars of the people. Okay? Do we see these things? Yes. All right? So this is how we tell time. All right, now, with that being said, the prophecies have order. Okay? Meaning, what do you mean diligently? Well, we know the order of things as well. We have an unction. We know all things. We know the order of the prophecies as they come. So what has to come before this war gets out of hand? Right? We know that the sea hip has to be forced. The hour of temptation has to come before those missiles. So the way things are moving, it looks like these fools are about to go straight to nukes. The way BB is moving right now. You understand? The way BB is moving, the way they're pushing this thing, it's moving too fast to nukes. So this has to be some sort of a head fake. All right? What is meant by Astro-turfing Armageddon? There is no official or widely recognized phrase Astro-turfing Armageddon. It is likely a dramatic hyperbolic term combining astroturfing with Armageddon, the end of the world. Whose world? Let's get that. See, you think you could just slip this in? When we see this, right, we have to explain it. That has a spirit, that phrase. It's the end of the world, as we know. That phrase right there, the men of the Lord, we have a duty to explain what this phrase means in the spirit. So let's get that real quick. Let's go to 6. We have a duty because the spirit that is on that phrase goes to a group of people. This is it. Here's the phrase, the end of the world. Who is the end? Who is the end of the world? For Esau is what? That phrase. So now let's go back to the phrase. The phrase is here. Right? No. Where's the phrase? Where did we come from? Oh, we're looking at this. Now, there's the phrase. Now, it is likely a dramatic hyperbolic term. Let's hide it. Astro-turfing with Armageddon. What does Armageddon mean? The last war where Esau comes to naught. This world. What world? Esau's world. He's the end and the beginning of Jacob's. Let's read this. 2 Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right, and that's pretty straightforward. So what we're going to do, now that we're in here, we understand what this means in the in the spirit. So now what does it mean? Astro-turfing, deceptive practice of hiding the sponsors of an orchestrated message, right? Well, Astro-turfing Esau's end. You're trying to take control of it, right? Esau's end comes through World War III. So let's get before it. Let's make a fake war. Let's wag some dogs over here. Right? What does wag the dog mean? Okay, we can get that. Right? Let's wag a dog before we do what? Blew a beam. Before we fake a second coming. Doesn't that make sense? If you're going to fake an alien invasion because one is coming, aren't you going to fake a World War III because one is coming? Okay, so here's the fake World War III that they're giving us right now. Right? This ain't the real World War. But it's about to start. Right? How? The least of the flock is going to draw them out. Right now, all of this is orchestrated. Okay? Somebody don't like the way it's going down, so BB is going to flip it. That's where the least of the flock comes into the program. But right now, understanding as, let's look a little closer. Well, astroturfing usually describes coordinated corporate or political spin using Armageddon. In this context, takes the concept to an extreme. What do you mean? It paints a picture of a digital landscape so saturated with synthetic, fabricated outrage and disinformation. That's what's going on. That distinguishing genuine public discourse, that's exactly what's going on right now. Okay? Spotting manufactured movements. See? We can do all of this. Now let's go back to what do you mean manufactured? Oh, these people are acting as though these things don't exist. Spotting manufactured. Oh, what you're doing? It sounds hyperbolic, right? Astro-turfing Armageddon. Let's see if it's hyperbolic or not. So because you said that, right? First you got the fucking doomsday clock. What's that? That sounds hyperbolic, right? We could start right there. I could hold that. All right. What else do I need? Where was I going? We'll hold that. We'll hold the doomsday clock since you said hyperbolic. And then we'll go here. We'll go here and we'll type in this. What the fuck is this? Huh? It's going to go straight to a movie. Look, I put in WAG. What comes up? Let's explain it away. It's a film. WAG. WAG. It's a film. WAG meaning. I put WAG. What comes up? You know where I'm going. Let's explain it away. WAG film. Are you going to show me the meaning of Wag the dog, or are you going to take me to WAG? Why did this come up before WAG? How come WAG meaning didn't come up when all I typed in was WAG? I'm going here. How about Wag the dog meaning? You understand? Oh no, it's a film. No, it means something before the film. You don't want me to go there. Wag the dog meaning. What does it mean? Don't take me to the film. Film is exactly what it means. A fake war, nigga. So Armageddon can't be faked, but you put this out there on some Revelation of the Method type shit, like we don't understand what the hell is going on. Wag the dog is an idiom describing a situation where a minor or secondary element controls a lot. This is bullshit. Such as a fabricated crisis or military conflict. This is what it means. Fuck all this bullshit. It's a distraction. It's a lie. It's a fabricated war. And that's going back here. See, they don't want us to be able to link this shit up. Astro-turfing Armageddon. Right, what's this? Wagging the dog. Fabricating a military conflict to shift public attention away from a major scandal. What major scandal is that? Epstein files. What's going on here? It's a political strategy. Right now, they're all making money at the stock market before it all goes wrong because the small hats are about to draw them out. Okay? So back to astroturfing. Why are we saying that? Because this has to happen before. Okay, let's go here. Let's get 2 Corinthians 2 and 11 first. Let's set it up. 2 Cor 2. King James, so that you understand. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Lest Satan, the so-called white man, should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We know exactly what this dude is doing. We know what wagging the dog is. We know what a fake war looks like. Okay? Are they discussing nukes? Yeah, they're discussing nukes, but everybody has them. You're not discussing it. So that's fake. You know that Iran has nukes. Stupid. You're not saying that. Okay? So we know these things. What else? We're going to look, too, for this language. Revelation 11. Here's what's going to happen. Revelation 11 and 13. In the same hour was there a great earthquake. What's that? And the 10th part of the city fell in the earthquake was slain of men 7,000. And the remnant were afraid and gave glory to the power of heaven. So that's the end right there. What has to happen before that? That's a prophecy. What has to happen before that prophecy? Because there's an order to the prophecies. This is Revelation 3 and 10. This has to happen first. Okay? Because thou hast kept the word of my patience. It's Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from what? The hour of temptation. That's what has to happen before the great destruction. Not the war. The war can linger. But this has to happen before that great destruction. All right? So anything could be happening before that great destruction, including a fake war. Astro-turfing Armageddon. That's what's being said. Because these things have to happen before they get mad enough to launch nukes on this place. Let's finish this. Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. What is that? That's taking that C hit. Here we are. Ain't no microchips. Here we are. So the countdown to the C-hip is on. That's what this brings to light. That C-hip has to happen before, right? Before we get here. Where's this go? Before we get here. Okay. Same hour, shit went left. Okay, so now, with that being said, let's go back here. Astro-turfing Armageddon. Now, oh, I don't know what that means. Well, I don't know what it means. It sounds fabricated. It paints a picture of digital lens saturated with, what is it? What'd you call it? Hyperbolic. It is likely a dramatic hyperbolic term combining as with a... No, devil. You're in the details. I'm not going to explain it away. Okay? Astro-turfing Armageddon is wagging the dog. Okay, so now let's go here and let's run a search. See if we find anything. A-R-M-A. That. Gedon. Armageddon. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that's Astroport. Alexander. Nope. Nope. Okay, we get nothing. Engineering belief. Look at this. It's a game. New Age movement through a focused analysis of several key figures and platforms. Wow. Engineering belief. And this is what's going on right now. Okay, they're pushing all of this witchcraft, really. Engineering belief. They're setting up this whole thing. Oh, we're going to release what happened in Washington, D.C. in 1952. We've been working on this for a while, releasing pictures, right? Of some fake alien invasion. Look at this. 44 minutes ago. So the witchcraft is about to come in hard and strong, right? And part of that witchcraft is what? What is this? This is witchcraft. Making you believe. Okay, so what are we dealing with right here? Okay. This is dealing with a war. Astro-turfing Armageddon. What is Armageddon? It's a war. Okay. It's the last war, right? Okay, so are wars going on right now? Yeah. We believe, right? Now, let me give you an example. What the fuck happened in Venezuela? Right? Is that war? What happened and what are we being, back here? Let's go back here. What happened in Venezuela? And I mean, what did they do the other day? Didn't they just shake the ground over there and jack it up a little bit more because they want to control the narrative? What's the first thing? Shake the ground, grab the kids, and the natural resource. What they got over there? Silver, what? What are they doing? Wag the dog. All right? A fabricated crisis or military conflict to shift public attention away from a major scandal. What happened? Oh, we grabbed Maduro. We did what? We kidnapped. What? What really happened? What's going on right now? Here's what's going on. The shuffling around of the New World Order in your face. Okay? Under the guise of a war. That's what Astro-turfing Armageddon means. They're trying to get away with something that's going to spiral out. See, they're working together on the NWO. How do we know that? Because they're all working on this. They're all working on, what does this lead to? Okay? All the world. This goes to what? How do we know that this connects to the MOTB, which shall come upon all the world, right? Because of Revelation 13:15. They're all right now going digital, and they're all putting their digital receptacles. The only way you can move forward, the only way you can trade this oil, because we're no longer dealing with the dollar. This is what all of this is about. What's going on in the Strait of Hormuz? Well, we're no longer dealing with the petrodollar. We're changing everything out so that we're dealing with what? Right now, the yuan? Is that what they're... Motherfucker, it don't matter what we call it. It's called I's and O's, and it's called numbers. You call it what the fuck you want to. But we're not dealing with no FRNs and gold or whatever. That we're doing away with that secretively, and we're acting like we're fighting about it until the real fight starts. Okay? What are they doing right now? They're putting in the infrastructure. China is the model. China's already there. Got them up on the Jumbotron for acting up. Losing points on their social credit score. They want that with everybody, and that's what they're installing right now, under the guise of we're at war with each other. guess who's crying right now because they ain't getting the land that they want, and they're getting a little resistance. And the greater Pisreal project ain't gliding through. The jig is up, and we see a whole bunch of genocide going on. Okay? So that's effing everything up. And they're about to be in the straits, trying to pull this thing off. They're going to start fighting each other. All right? So that's what we're watching. But the point being made is, what kind of war are we watching right now? All right? Where did we go? We went here. Astro-turfing. Okay, so this is it. Who's doing this? 16 years ago. So whatever this is what we're exactly what we're talking about. Part 2. Where's part 1? That's 2 months ago. Let's see what he's saying. Looks like he's putting it all together here. Because they're hiding what they're doing. They ain't trying to destroy everything. They don't want to destroy all the infrastructure. They want to act like they are. They want to make use of it, but it's all going to come down.
Today, we're continuing what is now a 3-part series reviewing the study of eschatology and how the occult have always been pushing us towards the apocalypse. In part 1, we covered Solomon's first temple and the occult plans to rebuild it. We talked about the Iran war, global economic collapse via the Strait of Hormuz, the Heritage Foundation, the biblical history of Esther, and how all these things plug into the world of Jeffrey Epstein. In part 2, today, we're going to look at the Kabbalah side of Esther, the Purim false flag attacks, the Greater Israel Project, Sabotage Zevi, Jacob Frank's connections into secret societies with eschatology, and the wars of Gog and Magog led by the Antichrist. And stay subscribed, because next time in part 3, we're going to look at the occult connections of the key.
So what he's saying is all of these things are connected, and they're behind them, and they are. Going back to what? Where we started. First this is indeed what they're doing. If they're controlling, they're indeed doing it. They are indeed doing what? Wagging the dog. And if you can't see it, it's all around you. They've been doing this. The Doomsday Clock. This is a character in their play, the Doomsday Clock. Doomsday goes directly to the day of the Lord, the last day, when the motherfucking missiles hit. So they clearly know about it, okay? They're just trying to control their part of the narrative, just as they're going to fake an alien invasion because they know one's coming. They're trying to fake World War III because they know it's coming. Okay? Surely you're turning of things upside down. Anyway, there's not really much left other than, let's go back here to Astro-turfing. We got the Doomsday Clock. So, 2 things. All right, you have the real, and you have the this is whatever Esau is doing, he is trying to what? I will be like, right? Slovakia. This is happening 15 times a day. There more on that. 14 and 14. Let's start at 13. What is it? Yeah, here we go. See, Esau wants to be the Most High. What is the Most High? Most High rules over the children of Israel. So that's what Esau wants. He wants to rule over the children of Israel. This is Isaiah 14 and 13. For thou hast said in thy heart, you Esau, you damn devil, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. That's us. I'm gonna rule over these niggas like you. What would you do? Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, ain't you ruling over them? I'm being you, right? So I'm ruling over these things. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. He's doing that to this moment. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And so, what is he doing? Well, he's got his own. Okay, let's go. And then I'll close right here. Here's what the Most High is doing. 2 Ezra 13. Here's what the Most High has prophesied. Here's prophecies of the Most High. 30. Start at 29. 2 Ezra 13:29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are from the earth. These are the words of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth, and one shall undertake to fight. Here's World War III. This is what Most High said he was going to do. So what is Esau doing? He's trying to, before the Most High does his thing, he's trying to counterfeit it. One shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. He knows that the war in heaven, he'd been fighting it already. What is he doing? He's trying to get his version of it. Oh, it started in Roswell. These little green men that came from Russia and Joe Mengele, the angel of death. He's trying to get his story out in front of the real alien invasion, which is Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, the Most High sending his son to the real thing, reality. Okay? So anyway, if you're listening, it's being explained. All right? So what are you to do? You're supposed to rest at ease. That's why they call the scriptures the comforter. And you're supposed to hide in that comfort because, boy, if you're not, you're going to get, your heart is going to fail you for the things coming upon you. So with that being said, we pray that the elect are being edified with this lesson, Lord willing. In the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, Shalom.